Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelenskyy vowed in his New Year's address to wreak Warth against Russian forces in 2024. His message came less than 72 hours after Moscow launched a barrage of missiles and drones at Ukrainian cities, killing 39 people in one of the biggest aerial attacks since the war began. This is what he has said, and I quote, "Next year, the enemy will feel the worth of domestic production. Ukraine will have at least 1 million additional drones in its arsenal next year." With the war now entering its third calendar year, Zelenskyy has urged his Western allies to keep up support amid increasing signs of fatigue with the conflict. So this is the latest that we are learning. My colleague is going to be joining us very shortly to give us the update on what has taken place and what exactly has been said by Zelenskyy. And in fact, he's joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Akshit Gupta. Akshit, over to you to give our viewers details on what Zelenskyy has said.
Yes, Zelenskyy has now vowed in his New Year's address to wreak wrath against Russian forces in 2024. And it is actually despite, what he said were his attempts to undermine support for Kiev. And his message also, came less than 72 hours after, Moscow launched a barrage of missiles and drones at Ukrainian cities, killing 39 people in one of the biggest aerial attacks since the war has actually begun. Ukraine will have at least 1 million additional drones in its arsenal next year. And that's what, Zelenskyy has said. And he also said that the pilots are already mastering F-16 jets, and they will definitely see them actually in the skies. And also he has said that he has urged his Western allies to keep up the support and amid increasing signs of fatigue with the conflict. Moscow has meanwhile ramped up pressure along the front lines, capturing the eastern town of Marinka in December and pushing for control of Kwapinsang in northeast.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely, Akshit. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing those updates with our viewers. Meanwhile, Colonel Shivdan Singh, defense expert, joins us on the broadcast. Sir, the Russia-Ukraine war started on 24th February 2022, and now we have officially entered 2024. How long will this war protract, and what will it take to begin the process of restoration?
You see, it is very unfortunate that in the world, in the modern times, such a destruction of humanity is taking place in Ukraine and Russia war. And this is a pointless war, and one cannot expect it that how long this war will carry on, because the president of Ukraine is not accepting the terms of Russia, and Russia cannot tolerate Ukraine joining NATO. So it is very unfortunate. I don't know how much destruction this war will cause and when will this end.
Right, so absolutely. But do you think international pressure, if international pressure is put on the two countries, do you think it's going to have an impact?
If the NATO countries do not support Ukraine and with the real good intentions, America and other countries pressurize Russia and Ukraine both, the war can end. But nobody is taking full interest because everybody is selling their weapons.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.